Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is SKTV coming to you live from Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Zeko Kennan. I want to say thank you to all of you for following SKTV today. I want to encourage you to share the show. Today we are going to be discussing what we call society ills. It means that everything that is wrong in our community, all the bad things in our society, in our country, in our county, in our district, in the whole world, things that we consider as society ills are the things that we're going to be discussing today. You call us and tell us what are some of the ills in your society, in your community, in your district, and in your country, and around the world. So, we want to encourage all of us to share the show so we can get this conversation started right away. We want to take this time to say thank you to all of you for always following SKTV. Let's share the show and get this conversation started right away.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcast and connecting people and culture from getting up out of the club. What about people who willing to sell? Blessing our time and our efforts are rest. The brothers giving us the end of parents from them. So welcome my life with African.
A lyrical
Master.
Play Paris ou bien quand I can't ask you TV benyo. C'est ma chenille, tina ke ase ma jamu. Enji sano muni, emu aye yo. Enji lofa mui, emu aye yo.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and Grand Bazaar.
Ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Somalia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Cote d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Guinea ya tumale, ena Somalia ya tumale, ena Conakry ya tumale, ena Cote d'Ivoire ya tumale, ena Nigeria ya tumale, ena Tiki, ena Nigeria, tosi wakoma ya tumale, yeah.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa. SKTV, the best in Mama Liberia. Must survive the lofa and Grand Bazaar.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcast and connecting people and culture from getting up out of the club. What about people who willing to sell? The flesh, our time and our efforts are rest. The broadcast we giving are real and I promise my best. To work with my life with us, yeah. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Cancun, Bombay, Cape Mount, Montserrat, San to Bacoloo, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
SKTV, the best in Liberia. SKTV, the best in Africa.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcast and connecting people and culture from getting up out of the club. What about people who willing to sell? Blessing us.
SKTV, the best in Liberia, SKTV, the best in Africa, and of course, SKTV, the best in the whole wide world. I want to take this time to first and foremost apologize to all of you for starting late today. I just want to say thank you to all of you for joining us. I want to encourage you to share the show. This is better late than never. We are starting late today, and that is not the fault of anybody else but me and me only. I want to say thank you to all of you, and a big thank you to Mabel Johnson Kula, and also to Lawrence Marshall Moore right there at Radio Forma. I want to say thank you for at least joining us, even though you guys just received the link. I got to take the blame now, but it's too much. Yeah. Sometimes I gotta be running late sometimes. In fact, you can't even believe it. I can put something blame on some of our people then too. Because I went to sleep late. And then early morning people keep calling me. I can't even take a nap. So I just somebody, one of our guy called me. I don't want to call him, but I can't put a blame on him. He called me. He was telling me
Yeah,
some
man.
stuff and I couldn't sleep. That was like just like a 9:30, almost like 1 hour 30 minutes ago. So he kept me up for a little bit, and then by the time I went back to sleep, now I said, no, 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 no. Now I what that alarm.
No, Segu. So because of what you just said, and now I'm thinking about the baby mothers, right? What they go through.
Yeah.
So I think you're right. Like you get your time for me tonight. I'm on the night shift. I will be here up to the time on tomorrow morning. Make sure that the video come on, start the broadcast up to the time. So Tuesday and Thursday, I'm always there. So my brother Lawrence, when I ask him, maybe send me the link. I try finding out and I go see Lawrence office. So or second I will you contempt. How come? That look, so you are not taking my bread from my mouth. I can't do it with you.
Lauren texted me. Lauren said, "Gee, I want to stand by."
No, no, no.
I saw it, but wait, what's wrong with me?
Second, let me taking my bread from my mouth.
Mr. Kane Mayborn can rescue me sometime while he live.
Thank you.
But if you can rescue yourself now, there's a problem.
So that means Seku, you are gradually taking bread from my mouth. You gotta stop that. Because Lawrence, cajole Lawrence. I said, okay, I'm just saying the link. Don't do this. Then Lawrence can be.
Mr. Kane, tomorrow I'll be on Mayborn back. I'll be entering Mayborn territory tomorrow. So the man myself interface tomorrow.
Man, when you go, let me tell you something that Mayborn didn't do. I want you to go do it.
Okay.
You go to your house there, you go take the picture.
Oh, the baby, yeah.
Baby. So you send it to me.
Yeah.
Mayborn didn't do that. So Mayborn fitted the baby for you one.
Yeah.
You see? Look, when I show you my clothes, that clothes, can you imagine today I decided white or if I had to wear white? But guess what? I was waiting for Sheku. I'm not saying Sheku. Sheku people, his people, they are like, oh, Mayborn, come, we want to celebrate you with the baby. If you see my clothes, they white on me, Chief, you feel bad. They meditate at one. They no alcoholic, mix with alcoholic one, and waste everything on me until we see the clothes now on me. So I said, oh, so they tell celebration, they want to do it. They say, oh, hey, you are SKTV people, so want to celebrate with you.
Anyway, no problem. We once again want to apologize to our follower fans and well wishers for starting late today. So if you are watching and listening to us on the radio, I was speaking to somebody the other day, and I was reminded that you guys are in the entire country. It means that hundreds of thousands of people listen to SKTV on a daily basis. So if you don't come on, we can have some issues. And some of our colleagues on the radio being harassed by the citizens that what happened? Why you guys are not on? What's going on? What happened to SKTV? So
Mr. Kane, even up to 12 in the morning, people can be calling me. I was trying to take a nap this morning between 1:30. There's a guy who called me from Wakely. He said, my man, I went sorry to go back Kobo. They was say far out for Kobo. So you will help me tomorrow to tell the people that will suffer this. I said,
yeah, well, I like everything about even today we can talk about the Kobo business because we share society ills, right? Things that are hurting you in your community. Remember we say every Tuesday we say this society ills.
Yes, and let me just say that to you and that of the team. Indeed, that's just so magnificent. So for me, I keep all of the society ills, even if it is maybe something that brings me, I will keep it up to this day. For me, I package everything. because I know that this day, Lawrence, because Lawrence, you two are going to deal with you. Because
No
society
problem.
is also about you. So indeed, our chief, thank you so much. So let's move on now and see our best. Maybe let tell our people to a little bit share the show because today is National Unification Day. Share the show. So
Yeah.
many things happening back home. Some of you want to know what's going on, but share the show so that other people too can also follow and know exactly as to what's going on.
Yeah, so what we do
Yeah, Mr. Kane.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Kane. Yeah. 2 days ago, one man called me from Habel, the division.
Okay.
According to him, they worked for Firestone before, and they have been pensioned for so many years. During the campaign period, President Bouaka went there during the campaign time. He told them, so you're staying by me when I win. I will make sure you will get your rating. But since the Babe win now, because according to the man, the Babe told them, say, in 3 months' time, as soon as I become president, in 3 months' time, I will make sure you will get your rating. But since the man became president, they now talk, they get tired. The man called me 2 days ago. The morning again, the man kept reminding me, I said, Babe, I will tell my boss man. So that one, don't worry. We'll talk to you soon.
So what happened? They campaign for DMB?
Yeah, they campaign for him in order to help them to get a pension money.
And then what happened?
So after the election, yeah, because he told them, well, we in 3 months' time, according to the old man now, JMB told them in 3 months' time when I become president, I will discuss the issue. I will make sure you will get your rating. But since then, they can't hear from the man. They now run, they get tired. So he called me day before yesterday.
Working on it. It's too soon, man. The people say we should wait for it. I live for 6 months or you know.
Maybe during December.
The people get 10%. The people get 10%. Then Lawrence bringing issue up. Lawrence, check about the 10% as to whether maybe it's what issue the bringing. What is that? Let's discuss society issue or society issue.
Now about the society issue, though. The president,
yes, indeed.
People, so that's why I thought the society is ill.
Yes, indeed. See, the problem is that Chiseku is that because that just does not beat up by itself. Because by the time you talk about Firestone, let me be frank. So you talk about Firestone, that's another big issues by itself. All of the protests that been going on between, I don't know, from Grand came out, Asida Mito. How come people are not protesting even in Firestone? So society ill is just big and wild. We move.
Let's take this time to at least recognize some of our people who at least have said something, but want to encourage all of us to share the show. We will start with this person here. Funny thing is that Sekou Krumah from Top FM, he actually created a link, but I thought he was going to be on the show before I got here, but for some reason maybe he's getting some difficulties, getting on. Yeah, I don't know what the problem is, but maybe that's part of society ills too. What's going on? We don't know. Maybe Sekou is suffering from the issues that we all face with in Liberia. So yes, indeed. Mustafa Balo, welcome to SKTV. George Yon, welcome to SKTV. Lucretia Gibson, Anthony Wilson, welcome to SKTV. Linda Nyampan, welcome to SKTV. And Yvonne Eo, welcome to SKTV. Ma Fikwe Flomo, welcome to SKTV. And who else? Yeah. Yata Goba Washington, welcome to SKTV. That one, that's stakeholder. Yaka. All the stakeholders there, sometimes when I see your name, I'll call your name. I say, I'm not call your name, but me, I'll let you tell you thank you for being stakeholder on SKTV. Asata M. Miller, welcome to SKTV. Yumutru Kranga, that woman, that Yumutru Kranga woman is Mabon. We see all the few
She's looking fresh, yo.
Or tell the two showing every minute, even if you say, smiling because she happy.
Yeah, she won't be more than me, oh.
So that guy there got to bring me some more money if the yeah. So you want to welcome to SKTV and EO White, my brother from also The Bill area, welcome to SKTV. Ketele Tobogi, welcome to SKTV. Karim Kruma, welcome to SKTV. Allison, welcome to SKTV. Margaret Johnson, welcome to SKTV. Urita Zena, Urita, the original SKTV stakeholder also. Welcome to SKTV. Gigi Jameson, now, and you know they can say we can call that guy. What's his name? We can call Benjamin Jonah Ono cover CDC. They Gigi Jim there that Ono cover SKTV. Big person. Yo, she don't allow need to be called that, but don't say all that. Big person in SKTV. But anyway, Gigi James, welcome. Ernestine Burnett, welcome to SKTV. Abraham Corner, as always, my brother. Your analysis are top notch. Welcome to SKTV. Abraham Sarah Tule, welcome to SKTV. Bendu Barkley, welcome to SKTV. Chris William, welcome to SKTV. Elijah K. Colley, welcome to SKTV. Stanman, welcome to SKTV. Charlie Johnson, welcome to SKTV. Pretoria Yatab Bowen. Bowman, welcome to SKTV. And got a lot of people here, my people. I'm sorry if I don't know your name. Bo UJ, welcome to SKTV. Sarah Bryan Davis. Sarah Bryan Davis, welcome to SKTV. Mr. Deshield, I want to report that maybe to be late. Because the BB man for SKTV and behind the scene, when they call me now, I can't reject the call. Yeah, then by the time I see now, I went for 4 minutes. He sleep. I went back to sleep because, you know, I was not supposed to be up that time. But anyway, welcome to SKTV. Solo, welcome to SKTV. Toba G, welcome to SKTV. Kennedy Corey, welcome to SKTV. Dwayne Tail, welcome to SKTV. And Emil Wilson Sr., welcome to SKTV. Bless Sompong Batu, welcome to SKTV. And I want to say thank you to all of you for following SKTV. I want to give you this opportunity to tell us what the society ills, what are some of the ills in your society, in your community, in your district, in your country, in Liberia as a whole. What is going on? I'm going to, I know maybe I'll be running for, you know, news bulletin shortly. If not, we were here. But let me run to maybe want to give me 1 or 2 words before he leaves us. So maybe what's going on, man? What are some of the ills right now, you know, that you can point to, or maybe what's the update in Liberia as a whole before we go to the.
Thank you. Yes, indeed, you are correct. There are so many things happening in Liberia, especially with the holiday, the National Unification Day, you know, that have been celebrated, and the president of the Republic of Liberia, according to information, is supposed to be in country anytime from now on. Others are saying that he will be in country either tomorrow, but better stay either tonight. So in the national holiday on today, Liberians are celebrating this day, including the government, you know, also observing this day as National Unification Day. This day, mind you, came about through one of our best president, or president that served for almost 27 years, someone would say, William V.S. Todman. And this day, today, because in about this day, some will say about this day about the between the American Liberians and that of the indigenous, about finding reconciliation, finding peace, political disagreements, and that of agreements. And on today, we are celebrating this day. And someone want to ask as to how significant is this day. I know also you are also been thinking about this day, but in this day is one of the wonderful days of our society, especially coming from elections that have been heavily contested, where we saw about back to back, and there were marching between the ruling party and the former ruling party, between the CDC and the Unity Party, with 1%. So indeed, today the vice president, indeed, he was one of the face of this day. On today, he talked about national unification, reconciling, thinking about how to move forward as people, and yes, indeed, although are also giving their own disappointment about the day as to how this day was not really inclusive. People are not feeling the day because why after the kind of election that we went through, to see us as people going through this day without no sign of genuine reconciliation. So there are a lot of mixed reactions back home about this day. And again, we gotta move as people. So we are celebrating. I know you want to know exactly what on my mind, but before I go to that, also there was this news coming from LBS where Eugene Facom talking about his press conference, but later on I've got busy, so I didn't follow the press conference about the 100,000. I tried talking with Zena Monk and that of Steve. You know, there are people and you always follow all of the back-to-back activities back home, but unfortunately I didn't follow that. And I know as we go along with the broadcast, we're going to maybe come, maybe chip in with some of the happening back home. But Sekou, sent today is society ill. There are so many things that is very burning in my mind, but I'll just chip in with only two issues.
Maybe are we going to go to the news bulletin? They're not ready yet.
Yes. Still seeing if I receive any maybe information. I'm going to let you know. But if not, we'll continue with the broadcast.
Sure.
Yes. So let's move on. So anything I will let you know. I will.
Yeah,
I
thank
didn't
you.
see me raise.
Yeah,
Yes.
thank you. We're listening to that. I'm just concerned because I don't want you to get in trouble.
No, you're right. You're right. And that's one of the things I like about you. Always putting me on the safe side. So
Well,
indeed, so two major things, and one of the things had to do with our workforce. You know, Sekou, let me be frank. It is frustrating that, like for example, you will be working and you're not getting what you are working for. It is frustrating and it is bad. So I see that as thing that, like for example, instead of my brother Lawrence, right? Let me just use myself as a, maybe someone will say key study or I may call it, yes. You know, when you are not getting things where you are working, when you get old, when are you going to get it?
all right. So maybe is kind of communicating with somebody right there in the back. Hopefully he will be back and talk to us. And so we are talking society ill today. So Lawrence, while Melbourne is doing that, taking care of things there, what are some of the things that you see as society ills in whether in Pond County, whether in the whole country? I mean, or what are some of the things that you're hearing from people? Because we're going to be opening the line very soon so that we can hear from the Liberian people about the ills in their own society, whether it's about government, whether it's about social issue, whether it's about economy, whatever it is. We're going to be talking about everything today as far as the society ills are concerned. So go ahead, Lawrence.
Thank you, Mr. Kane. Right now, some of the burning issues on my mind I want to speak about is the issue of rule of law in the country. For us here in Liberia, there are people who are in government, take advantage of people who are not working in government. For example, if you are working in government, some of the brother or sister cause problem, you will see BB government officials who only probably they call the police commander or they call the court, that person is not interest. And you will see the person flying in the community with flying colors and say, where that man can carry me, nothing can do to me. Even the police. If somebody offend you and brother is working in the police man will just say, I call him man to the table and say, That case are my interest. Even at the very court, it happened in the country. No justice for the poor. If the poor don't fight the case to see how best he can get justice, no way. Once he don't have money in the government, it will be tough for him to get some easily. So the issue of law in this country, Mr. Kane, is very terrible. Very, very much terrible. At times you'll be in the street, you will see violent people, somebody will hit a friend, they carry them to court. You will see the man coming by and see how they flying, he fly laughing sad. Right now, because the issue of the drug, they begin brave enough, so somebody will just go tell them and start a friend. When they send the man to jail after 2-3 years, you see the man is coming there. So there are a lot of things happening in the country. The government really need to stand on it. The government need to stand on it. People go to nightclub fighting, open somebody will get taken on different aside and start their friend death. You even walking in the street, somebody telling you, yeah, criminal telling you to harm you. Criminal coming to your house at night, you stand strong and harm you. At the end of the day, you carry the police after 2-3 days, you see the same man committed. Some of them got their uncle, their auntie, their sister, brother working in the government, they got big position in the government. So they might want to take phone and call. To blindfold you, there's no way man happen to get a man. If you make it the next day, you say man outside. So the issue of this country, the rule of law of this country is that a lot of things need to be done. A lot of things. Somebody will just walk, just take advantage over somebody for nothing. Especially a criminal. You'll be walking somebody, so they're going to join you.
So yes,
people will be standing around, look at a man.
Yeah, that means what we used to hear before is still the problem in Liberia. You know,
yeah,
the culture of you know who you're talking to. You know who am I? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those are the skills in the society because
they're still running.
If you are
I'm telling you, see, Mr. Kane, most of us always around. You will see someone at Auckland, Kako, Easter. You see one policeman saying, I can't front you. The moment they reach to the camera, officer on board. They put the gate down, not drop. Even for the policeman to go and check, nothing. But one officer is on board, I think by going.
Wow.
So the country, the rule of law in our East, they take advantage over the poor people.
Thank you so much, Lawrence. Let's take this time to welcome Steve. Steve, how are you?
Yeah, Mr. Kane, like I said, you already knew what was going on today, so that's why I'm late. But I'm not sure. When I was logging in, I saw what he mean on the other side, on another login.
Who?
Sheku
Krumah?
Yeah.
So he created a link. So what I did, I just edited that link and just came out. I don't know what happened there, but I thought it was going to be, meeting on here.
Yeah. So I'm confused as to whether he's on the other side waiting.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, and then also
I actually saying there's no two links. So there's only one link right down there. So if he comes on, he will definitely join us.
Okay, yeah, Melbourne reached out to me too, but I'm not seeing here, so he'll not make it.
Melbourne was here.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, Mr. Kane.
Was here. I don't know for some reason while we were on. He was signal, and then he stepped out, and then eventually he went off. So I don't know what's going on there. I'll be checking on them. But welcome. So we are discussing society ills today. You are welcome to dive into any other conversation that we consider society ills, because we want to make sure we make our country better. We tell the people the right thing, and those who are leading us do the right thing for our people.
You're discussing society ill again, Finio. It's plenty.
Yeah.
But Mr. Kane.
So welcome. Yeah.
Thank you. There are a couple of
other news.
There are a couple of other news. There are a couple of other things that's going on. I'm sorry that I came late, so we might not celebrate the 10% like we wanted to today. But tomorrow, I promise, by the grace of God, to be on bright and sharp and early. But a couple of other news today is Unification Day. You know, we follow all the politicians. Chairman Representative Musa Hassan Belede posted something that I thought was very interesting.
Okay.
You know, the invitation I think that was sent out to President Weah. And former President Weah is former president. Now, on the invitation, they refer to me as Ambassador, you know, Ambassador Weah.
Who said that?
The government, the current government.
Okay.
Which brought up some serious concern, especially on Unification Day. Sekou Carrasco wrote it on his page. The invitation that was sent to the president or whatever it is, they're concerned that why he was not called, why he was not referred to as former President Weah. Instead, they refer to him as Ambassador George Manneh Weah. That is one concern. Another thing is, I see Akara's Gray. I'm not sure if you're reminding Jeremiah Okun or you're taking a shot at Jeremiah Okun. He wrote a huge post about, you know, the current VP Jeremiah Okun, which I found to be quite interesting as well. You know, but today's supposed to be Unification Day, though. That is my point. And you want to use this opportunity to foster any kind of peace, unity, collaboration, and so forth. You know, it can be on a political thing, or it can be because that the essence of the day. Unification Day means Unification Day. You know, where you respect people and there's peace or whatever it is. You know, but I'm still yet to see why they keep having all of these different days, the Unification Day, the other day, and people can go to work. How does the country benefit? Me, I'm yet to see all of that. So those are the first two things that were on my mind, and so I wanted to bring it to you. I don't know what to you and to see what you guys think, or what you guys to you and Lawrence, what you guys say. For me, I'm confused. I don't know what's going on.
So, first of all, I want to say again, happy Unification Day to everybody in Liberia and outside of Liberia. But you know, in Liberia, when we said that CDC and the Unity Party were not good for Liberia, people thought it was all about politics, and they could not actually understand the point from which we were speaking. It was because they all behaved the same way. But to some extent, CDCN are better than Unity Party. Whether it's recklessness, whether it's bad governance, whether it's corruption, you name it. Sekou Carrasco is not the right messenger for that particular statement or reference. A few days ago, I mean, maybe last week, Carrasco had the opportunity to appear somewhere or to talk. Carrasco did a video regarding the tenure position. In so many occasions, Carrasco referenced to the President Joseph Numa Boakai. He continuously referred to him as Mr. Boakai. Mr. Boakai, Mr. Boakai, Mr. Boakai. And so Unity Party people were concerned Why are you calling the man Mr. Boakai instead of President Boakai? He cared less about that. He didn't care. We, Steve, for some reason, when you do your hair like that, your green screen can be messed up. Maybe you don't have strong lighting. Yeah. So yeah, when you see your hair like that, then it's not working. So what I was trying to say is that United Party people, some of them could do the same thing. They could do the same thing in referencing George Weah, or President Weah, former President Weah. But the fact that this is official, that's why I say sometimes CDC can be better than Unity Party. If CDCians are referring to Joseph Nima Boakai without, mentioning his title as president, on a regular, level, you can call him Joe Weah too, and care less. But once it becomes official, you are communicating an official document, official communication. You can't be amateur in that. You got to be responsible. Even Carrasco called, Joseph Boakai, Mr. Boakai, this Boakai, refused to call him President Boakai. And I even listened to another sedition saying, Joseph Boakai is not behaving like a president, so we will not call him President Boakai, we'll call him Mr. Boakai. And I can guarantee you, Steve, it was against the same backdrop. Unity Party people calling Joseph Weah, Ambassador Weah, or George Weah. They all behave the same way. Very irresponsible in their art. And when it comes to being foolish, Unity Party can pass them. If they want to act foolish or stupid, Unity Party know how to act stupid more than them. That's what's going on. It is the act of being irresponsible. In any country, you're not forced to call the man president. Whether former or new, current or you can call him a name. But on the official document, you got to add the title.
Yep.
He can be on here. We can call him Joseph Boakai. We can call him Boakai. We can call him JMB. We can call it Joe Weah, Joe Weah. We can call him President Weah. We can call him any kind of way we want to call him. He's a public official. It is not binding on anybody that you have to add the president there. Well, when you are communicating official document, if you are engaging in official communication, you should call him a president. George Weah should be called president in any official document in Liberia. Whether you add a former, you don't add a former, once a president is always a president. So Unity Party people, they were wrong for doing that. Ordinary Unity Party parties, they can call him any kind of way they want to call him in their business. Likewise, CDC can call Joseph Boakai any kind of way they want. But on an official document, official invitation, I think he deserves to have his full title mentioned as President Weah or former President Weah. You don't even have to say former president. You can just say President Weah. Everyone knows the men are former president. We will not have one president at a time. But at least the man should be referred to as president. He can add a former there or not, that's his business. But at least on the official paper, they should call the man president. It was wrong from that part of the Unity Party, especially for Sekou Carrasco to complain about that. Sekou Carrasco was just 2 weeks ago, he was the one calling Joseph Boakai, Mr. Boakai, Mr. Boakai, Mr. Boakai. For me, Sekou Carrasco is not in any official capacity anymore. I think it's not okay. It's not a problem. But if you did the same thing just a few weeks ago, and then you complaining about people now, affixing the title to your former boss or your boss, that's just, it's just unfortunate, but he shouldn't be complaining at all because they think it's okay.
Well, Mr. Kane,
in a nutshell, they're all behaving childish. That's what I wanted to say.
Yes, I think, and solely so on a unity party, because they are the ruling party, they are the governing party. They should behave in a form and a manner that represent some form of responsibility.
Yeah.
That they're responsible and they're mature. Again, people don't understand. When you are in opposition, you got a freedom. You got that leverage. When you become leader or ruling party, you are restricted. You are constrained. There are some things you can't do. You can't be petty because the people who are in opposition are petty. You can't be childish and immature because at the end of the day, you got a lot to lose. So I think, honestly speaking, yes, I agree with you. Sekou Carrasco and some other seditians are not the right messenger for this. I agree with you 100% because they themselves behave childish. But I don't blame them because many of them are not professionals. They don't understand what it means to be professional. They don't know what it means to carry yourself professionally. Even when you go OSA, they don't. You can't be walking with President Joe Weah almost every day and you behaving like, you in elementary or whatever it is. But again, they don't understand professionalism. The closest person to the president, you're supposed to carry yourself a certain way. So I don't blame Carrasco. I don't think Carrasco has ever had a job in his life. Apart from being, bad boy to Joe Weah and being his mission boy. I don't think he has ever held a professional job. And I'm not looking down here. I'm just saying the truth because these things are the truth. I'm not being disrespectful to him. I just want to be clear that these things are the truth. Some of these guys came to the presidency or politics or whatever it is with no training, no level of professionalism, nothing at all. So yes, they came there as novices, as people who don't know what's going on. They don't. But at least it is fair for them to carry themselves a certain way, especially if you got a proximity to the president. If you have that proximity to the president, then you need to, if you're a former minister or you're a minister or whatever it is, there are ways you communicate. We're on talk show. When you go to my job, I don't communicate that, but we're on talk show. And I'm not in no political party. I'm not in no leadership position. I've not been in proximity to no leader. So I can call them crooks. If they behave in a crooked way, I can use adjective to describe the behavior. So Carrasco is not the right messenger, but I think the Unity Party needs to grow up. We complain about the CDC for 6 years about being childish, about understanding governance. You're made know that you're getting experience and that you do this and you do that. You're not the owner. You need to address some of these things. You need to behave. You carry yourselves in a more responsible way as a government. You can be childish. And we don't even get to that your thing what you're doing with President Joseph Boakai, where you're carrying him around again, when he can go all over the place. We don't even carry on there. James Town will not make me laugh. What does having a car dealership have to do with professionalism? You're not serious. You're not serious, my man. You're not serious. You're really not serious. Owning a car dealership does not make you a professional, does not make you to have any understanding of professional ethics. And other thing I beg you, owning a car dealership in Labrador looking jail to say you somebody who you I just don't understand, bro. So his on his anyway, I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah, so that person said that because when you said you never work, he doesn't know that you were talking about professional environment. But you can't judge people more than they can understand.
Most definitely.
Yes, so you have to accept.
And this is not in any way, shape, or form to be disrespectful to Kalasco or bring it.
Kalasco is not a bad person. And
yeah.
But we're speaking politics here.
Exactly.
And Kalasco, in his personal life, nobody really care about whatever he's doing or whatever he has done for himself or whatever he didn't do. I got some direct connection with Kalasco. You know about that. He's the brother. But I don't think it was right for him to be the person complaining about something that he cherished. That's my pride. You know, those the one that saying, "Oh, Sekou, you're not understanding yourself. You're not understanding. We're not understanding you." The reason why they're not understanding me, they just wanted me to go directly and speak to the bad behavior of the government without pointing to the behavior of the CDC. Sedition, if you can't respect the man, put the title on the man as president, who is current president, why should you expect the man to, his people to put, to put the title behind George Weah? This is very simple. The reason why we are criticizing Unity Party for doing this, because this is an official document.
Yes.
Nobody is actually forced to put title on anyone. But if it is an official document, you have to do that. It's called professionalism. If that is something that you don't understand, then I'm sorry. I'm not responsible for your limitation. It is not my responsibility to hold you accountable for being limited. You have the right to be confused. You have the right not to understand things from the right perspective. But we criticize Unity Party because of this is a professional document and it must be professional. It is official document. Other than that, Unity Party, CDC, all are the same. You can behave the same way. You are very, very reckless and disrespectful to each other and to everybody else. As long as not your interest, that's it. What kind of thing Unity Party, CDC never tell us here? What kind of name they never call us? They call us all the names in the book. Same thing with the Unity Party. All they are the same behavior. You can behave very unprofessional, very childish, and very rude at times. They got some good people amongst all of you guys. But majority of those who can be on Facebook are very rude, very petty, and disrespectful to everybody who don't speak like them, who does not pray sing for them. So for me, Steve, the people, I told you this, man, every time you hold your hand like that, it can interfere with your green screen. Maybe it's about the lighting.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we'll try to work on it. When you do that, I don't know whether you can see yourself here on the camera. It messed up the green screen. Yeah, so like I was saying, Unity Party, it is wrong for you to call George Weah on an official document. So to call him Mr. President, President Weah, or former President Weah, because the man are president. So the people, they're gonna continue to do this, and the reason they are doing these things, let me tell you, Steve, only to project the Unity Party and CDC as only two contending parties in the country. Only the two competing parties in the country. So they will always create that environment to make it look like we don't have two major parties in the country. So they always at each other throat, leaving everybody else on the sideline. That's what they're doing it for. It's nothing serious. And don't take it serious. They're
Well,
not serious. Not serious people.
well, I agree with you. If they choose to disrespect each other and dishonor each other, that's on them. Both of them, like we've always said, no one should take them seriously. The both parties are not serious. The leaders are not serious. So the people who follow them are not serious as well. Whether you like it or not, because you got to be serious, a serious-minded person to choose your leader. If you got to choose a leader that you got to be making excuses for all of the time, then you got to question your judgment. You got to question your leadership selection. But again, it's on them. Most of them, the joke is on them. And what's even sad is they think this is a joking thing. They don't even understand governance. Again, like I said, most of them have not worked in a professional setting. I'm not talking about just joking. There are some rules and regulations that you got to follow, especially when you work for government. Government is a different institution, it's a different entity. It's not a private place. The level of security said the things that you got to do, the professionalism that you got to demonstrate, the level of adherence, certain things you say, certain things you do, the way you go about things, it's quite different from regular jobs, And so I don't expect anything more from them. But hey, when these things come up, we'll point it out for the sake of restoring dignity to the presidency and the office of the presidency in Liberia, because there is nowhere around the world. Let me tell you today, when in Liberia, can happen. I don't care how much the people had a heated election. When they are communicating officially on the record as a government, they attach people to respect, and that's all we're saying. I could care less if CDC want to make joke out of Joseph Boakai. Joseph Boakai want to make joke out of Joe. That's not my issue. I don't care. But the image of the country is important. You can't be addressing a former president. You want addressing it on the radio and you're not on record, and not official program, and not nothing, not a government rating or whatever. That's on you. Go ahead, ambassador. But let's show some sense of direction that we're serious to the world. Let's show that we're a serious group of people. And that's why we're flagging it. Because it is embarrassing. It's very, very embarrassing. For the people who claim to know everything, to come there only to, to do worse. But Mr. Kane, I mean, like I said, the 10%.
Yeah, we can discuss the 10% a little bit. Let's talk about it.
Well, NAMO, which is an agency in Liberia of transparency, did report about the 10%. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I even saved it up here earlier, but I know I was there and I read it. They report that Joseph Boakai. Look, Mr. Kane, we're not serious in our country. We are not serious in our country. We're not serious. Oh, wait. Let me go to this. Let me go to this report from NAMO here. Let me go to the report quick.
So, so while Steve trying to do that, we are speaking on ills in our society. One of the things that I know is hurting our community is that.
Okay, I found it. When you finish.
Okay. Yeah, it's the idea of when people are elected, they don't worry about doing their job. They don't worry about what they're going to do for the next 6 years or for the tenure of their office. They only worry about the next election. That's one of the ugliest things in Liberia. That's why the politicians, they don't do anything good, because their job is not about working. for the country. It's about what he can do to either retain the current seat or to go to the next level. Yeah, but still, go ahead. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
So there's a lot of question. First of all, as we read this, there's a lot of question that I would love for us to think about. Get out of your political, take out your political hearts, and let's get serious on this. So yesterday, it's interesting, just before I read this, how other institutions, transparency and accountability institutions around the country, did not create a Joseph Yuma Boakai government for the 90 days to add any percentage or whatever it is to some extent. But Nemo decided that it would take upon himself to do that. But I'm also concerned about Nemo's report. But we'll give them the benefit of the doubt here. So let me read what they wrote. Quote, Nemo Partners of Democratic Development is pleased to present summary of its findings. Don't listen, of its findings from comprehensive tracking and monitoring of government's implementations of commitments and promises. Following President Boakai's inauguration on January 22nd, 2024, the Unity Party-led government released a document titled 100 Days Deliverable, outlining 12 key objectives aimed at achieving targeted milestones within the initial 100 days. The Boakai-led administration has tackled a robust plan with 107 deliverables. But let's see, 107 deliverables spanning multiple sectors since taking office. So Nemo is reporting Joseph Boakai got 107 deliverables. Of these, 11 constituting 10% are completed. So listen, 45 constituting 42% are in progress, and 51 constituting 48% remain unrated due to lack of available information, signaling the need to proactive measures to fulfill commitment to the Liberian people. That Nemo wrote that. Mr. Kane, what is your reaction first to this?
I want to know who is Memo and what are they doing? What are their track record? What do they do?
Well,
are they credible? I just want to know who they are before.
They keep track of their role is to keep track of. They say they're democratic, but if the government said they will do what they want, they hold them accountable. Like, for example, when the CDC said they were going to implement the PAPD, they were one of the people that kept track of what the progress they've made and so forth. So that's what they do.
How credible are they?
Well, it is alleged and speculated that they are politically driven and motivated.
Okay. Well,
it is alleged and speculated.
Okay. So I try to know that because their credibility matter. So we don't want to, talk about their funding if it is hugely politically motivated. But beyond that, if they are saying that Joseph Boakai implemented 10% of what he said he was going to implement in 90 days, in 110 days, in 3 months and 10 days, 100 days. And Joseph Boakai people are happy.
Yes.
And celebrating.
Yes.
10%.
Yes, we are.
So I'm concerned now probably whether they do not understand the mathematics of 10% in a whole, because You know, like I was talking to one of the brothers yesterday. We were talking about uh, sport, and I said the chances between the two teams, I put one at 60% and put the other one at 40%. And then he said, no, the other one should be 90% and the other one 60%. And then I said, we cannot fit in 90% and 60% in 100. So if you're going to do the math, looking at 100%, if somebody going to get 55%, that means the other person will get 45%. If somebody getting 55%, especially if you have two, if you're dividing it by two, or your calculation is between two people. So if Joseph Boagai planned for 100 days and planned to have achieved at least 100%, and they end up getting 10%, and you're celebrating, it means that something is not right. Either you don't understand math, or like we have said, they are just bunch of followers that will say anything or do anything thinking that they are defending, their party or depending Joseph Boakai. If you ask me what do I think we are on record for this. We're very clear. We said Joseph Boakai 100 day was a challenge, and I thought that he was not going to implement it because Joseph Boakai is not in control. Joseph Boakai does not understand what is going on. Joseph Boakai does not plan anything. All of those things are done by his handlers. And unfortunately for him, they don't know what they are doing. They don't know what's going on. Who celebrate 10% of 100? So now 10% is the new benchmark, is the new passing grade in Liberia. When people get 50%, they cry. Even in school, when you get 60%, you cry. When you get 70%, say that one is like a barely pass. This is not a competition between one or two persons to say, okay, this is the election, 50 plus 1%, you win the election. This is achievement. This is about your action, your achievement, what you achieved, what did you do, how well you did it. You are talking about achieving 100%, but you end up getting 10%. It's like you did nothing, zero. 10% of 100 is nothing, because that 10% what you did can go into the remaining balance nine times. Like somebody in America, somebody will give you a test to tell you, say, hey, if you were to rate your comfort level or maybe your pain level 1 to 10, and then you say 1, that means you have no more pain. If the IC say if you were to rate your pain level 1 to 10 and you say 1, that means you have no more pain. The pain is almost subsiding to nothing. That is the logical aspect of it. But if you say 9, it means that you are 90% in pain. It means that your pain level is higher, very, very, very much high. So if Joseph Boakai people can celebrate 10%, then why they would not celebrate now? And what do you expect of them, Steve? Somebody tell you, say, even this man is in the grave, I will support him. You know, yesterday we were on the show here, somebody say again, even the election is tomorrow, we'll vote for Joseph Boakai again. So for them, it's not about Liberia. For them, they care less about the country, they care less about achievement, they care less about development, they care less about security, they care less about nothing. All they want, their person was elected, and this is like a Barcelona and Madrid playing. You want your team to win. Even though Madrid winning is not, it is not going to add anything to me or subtract anything to me, but my inner feeling, I feel happy. Yeah, my team won it. That's it. My team is my team. You know how many people got the team? Everybody, including the players. But who is actually benefiting? There are people that are actually benefiting. We all call it our team. That's how some of these Unity Party people can look at Liberia. So as long their person is in power, everything is good. So even Joseph Boakai had achieved nothing, even that 10% they gave him. Let's say they say, okay, per our calculation, Joseph Boakai achieved nothing, 0% of his 90-day, promise. They were still going to celebrate because you know what? They're not looking for anything. You don't have to get anything. You don't have to achieve anything. You don't have to do anything. All they want you to do, just be there. As long as they're getting their pay, as long as their parents or their brothers and sisters are appointed, they are fine. You are winning. You're doing the right thing for Liberia because they are doing good. So I do not expect anything from the supporters of Joseph Boakai or the Unity Party. They're not, because no matter what happened, they will still celebrate. The only time they will not celebrate when Joseph Boakai go to hospital. When Joseph Boakai is giving speech in fall. When Joseph Boakai cannot even talk good. They didn't say they cannot hear Joseph Boakai. The only time they will not celebrate. But anything else, they will celebrate, even failure. My man, you saw the people angry after winning. So they're always, in the opposite. Happy winners supposed to be happy, but angry winners, what do you expect? They're always going to be on the opposite of conventional wisdom. You're always going to be on the opposite of logical conclusion. You're always going to be on the opposite of anything that looks good. For them, it's all about Unity Party. Whether it's good or bad, so long the Unity Party is good. And if it's good, as long as it gives the Unity Party, is bad. So you just have to get accustomed to that. And I already finished profile there. I know exactly who they are. So I do not expect much.
What Mr. Kane, to some extent, let me agree with you, but let me even go a little further into something that I think is very important, because I know you gave some logical conclusions or your views from a logical standpoint. And I also understand that your assertion based on your logical view of things might not be acceptable to the Unity Party or those who support Joseph Yuma Boakai. But the truth of the matter is, you were not being political about it. That's something what even reasonable person, even our old man say who selling potato greens or whatever it is, even the market, the Yana boys and the pimping rattles who know how to just count their money, go. When you explain it to them, it will make sense to them. You get $100. Somebody take the $100 from you. They say we'll make it $100. Yeah, we'll get you the $100 back. But the person come back and get you $10 from the $100 they take from you. And the day he said that all they were able to get back to you. That means they took $90 away from you free. That's what I mean. Whether you like it or not, they took $90 from you.
You're happy to receive $10.
Yeah, then they tell you say you might be there. The same person who gave you the $10 Start celebrating that. At least they get you $10. Yeah, and they say you might be happy because they get you $10. Then that person, maybe the friend, the children, the family member, the girlfriend, the boyfriend, all of them stand behind that person and say, yeah, you're not happy the person get you $10, eh? And you're not happy the $100 you get the person get you $10. That's just what it is. So, but I'm not concerned about Joseph Boakade. I'm concerned about the neighbor. I'm very concerned about it. The first thing, whatever they wrote here is vague. I want you to hear it because on SKTV, that way we can look into things differently. We're not your regular people there who can be talking funny things. This report is vague. First of all, no sources were identified to even substantiate the 10%. How did they come to the conclusion that Joseph Boakade completed 10%? How? They said they were going to do 107 deliverables. They had 11, 45, 42, and then 51. They said Joseph Boakade completed 11 of the 107 deliverables. Mr. Can I beg you? I don't know if you get a calculator there before they say Allah. Can you add 11?
Hold on. What are we going to do? 11?
Can you please add 11, 45, and 51? Let add it quickly. Let's get our 107 first.
107.
That 107. Very good. So we're holding all factor constant here. What are the 11 things that they said that they were going to deliver? That they deliver here, that they get them 12, they get them 10% for it. What are those 11 things? What are those 11 deliverables that they completed in 90 days? What are they? And the first question you need to ask yourself, what are they and where are they? The second one, they say 45 of them still in progress. What are those 45 things that are still in progress? Can they name them? Can we know where they are so we can double check? So we can compare them with the deliverables that Joseph Boakade said we're going to get the 12 bullet points, because we have the 12 bullet points. Now, the ones that they've completed, we're supposed to know, you put it under the quick book and say, enumerate them or name them, list them, item by item or itemize them, so we can see it and compare and contrast. But let's move forward to the last one. The biggest of all, which is 51. They said that one remain unrated due to lack of available information. Huh?
So my question to you.
Yeah.
My question to you. The document you are reading.
Yeah.
The 111 thing. Besides saying 111, besides saying 11, 45, 51, do you have a list of 111 things by that particular agency?
My dear, you're not there.
But then why are you wasting our time for? Anybody can give any number.
They say they get summary report here.
Yeah, but anybody can give any number. But these are serious things. Before you can, that's why, first of all, before I started to talk about the credibility as to who they are, I don't know them.
You know what? They gave us a summary report. And tomorrow, we'll spend time on the summary report. We'll compare it to those deliverables. For example, they think we'll get serious. For example, they said draining and cleaning Central Monrovia Pinsville EW Junction. They put their status in progress. Yeah. Now then the other one they got not completed. Wait, why tomorrow? Wait, let me see here. The one that say completed. Whoa, the one that say completed. Reactivation of e-Liberia for government of Liberia, which is www. No, that's serious. So to reactivate the website. Like one of the 90-day deliverable. Wait. Well, they want to complete that again. Contract and partner revision. They completed that one. I swear to God, before I that. Revision of services and projects. Oh man, what do you think closing for again? And the problem I get with it, you can get poor harder. Well, let me get no, let me not serious, Mr. Kane. So they get another one completed here. Procurement. Let's know. Procurement for fire truck balance pay. Wait. I beg you, wait. We're looking for government for you. We get government here. LACC Board of Director completed. Oh Lord. Wait, Mr. Kane, I beg you, wait. They get LACC Board of Director. They appointed them. Is that easy? Set date for resumption of county meet to do it ideally a month after the inauguration, because the county meet terms are currently mobilized, and so because they set a date for the county meet, that's another achievement. But let's see that another day achievement will compare it to what they said in another day deliverables. The Nemo said looking at the joke now. I was giving them small credit, but tomorrow we'll call Nemo here for them to kind of explain it. They were explaining themselves tired. They don't care. I don't want to complete it. My people, they say because they say they organize the country me so achievement. That one of the achievement now. Okay. Let us say country me whenever reconstitute the Board of Commission of the National Commission of Higher Education to reduce conflict of interest. So when they put one board together, they completed that one, an accomplishment. And the deliverables in there. Now the deliverables there. Where the deliverable in here now? I will send it to you, Mr. Kane. You will get
don't send it to me. Yeah, I don't care about your material. You don't want to crash. It's nothing. I don't waste my time on those things. That's what I told you. Imagine some of the things you're saying right now, Steve. I mean, let's be serious for a second. Were those the things that Joseph Boakai said we're going to do?
No.
On the day?
That the team said that.
Yeah. So people that are serious when they all of them should money each other.
Yes.
They just want to create avenue to eat money, for nothing.
And they seriously wanted to
give. And Joseph Boakai put them celebrating that one.
This is what they're celebrating.
How unserious they all of them are.
Look, folks, tomorrow, we're laughing with it, but tomorrow when we're on the radio, we'll compare and contrast what Joseph Boakai said we do. We'll compare. For you to appoint board director, then that's something that you so get credit for achievement. What sense does that make? I don't know who the people that think they're dealing with though. The thing in a what 1949?
Because I will ask for more to the achievement because the little guy when I ended his speech and fell off in the first day at the job, and may go on 90 days did now fall off. That's achievement too. At least we're making progress.
Look, I've never seen this level of mediocrity in our times. How can somebody say Kante me did become an achievement? How does that?
Because they were expecting to do nothing. So
people, if you're lying, I will post it on I will post the site. In fact, I will send this. I will post it on SKTV and I'll post it on my personal page. So people, when you click on the links, it will take you to the document and the achievement. And look, these guys, look, Mr. Kind of like you said, that just money to eat money from the government and kind of made the government look relevant.
But it's at the same time, not making them relevant. Try to make them relevant, but at the same time, destroying them. Who celebrate achievement of 10 of 90, of 100, 10% of 100%?
Even the things that they are celebrating as achievement, the 10%, Mr. Kane, what is it?
They did nothing. Everything are trash. The achievement, the document, the government, everything are just trash.
I just don't get it.
I don't even waste my time reading that thing because it's nothing.
Oh no! Tomorrow we gotta bring it to the library, Mr. Kane.
Yeah.
Then the people get to look. The scene we had, I took them seriously to some extent. But with this, they need to do better. They really need to do better. When I click on the link to see the achievements, talking about they clean the water to Sony way. What wrong with these people? You clean water to Sony way or to ERW market. By achievement then there. You appoint board of director. That appointment. It's a constitutional mandate. The president has to do that for a government to function. How can that be something that we take to be an achievement? I just don't get it. When you say these things, they say you hate the government. Folks, we're in some big trouble. We're in some very, very, very big trouble. And it is bigger than you think. These guys don't know what they're doing. These guys have nothing to offer. They got nothing to offer. To be very honest, they got nothing to offer. All the criticism you did of Josh Weir, that your own achievement in there, even the things that you put on there as achievements are not even listed in the 12 point or the 12 objective that Joseph Boakai said he wanted. I don't get it. I don't get it. Why would Namor even put themselves into this kind of embarrassing thing? Well, I don't know what to say. Folks, I don't know what to say. But this will be posted on SKTV site. We'll send it to our team so that they can post it for the record. It will be there. Because we have criticized and called them out on 100 days deliverables. So they went to look for something to pay an institution for that institution to write this foolishness. Because what Namor did over there is very embarrassing. It's very, very embarrassing. If I were them and I want to be taken seriously, I would take down that foolishness. I would take it down and apologize to the Liberian people. If let United Party go post it on their website or the government website. let you go post on the email show to show that you reactivate government WW that Liberia that achievement in there.
So
I don't understand.
So Steve, if you gonna be disappointed in those guys, what about the president himself when he gave a 90-day deliverable report? Did he say anything based on what they put on paper as things they plan to achieve within 100 days? Even some of the things that people believe that he would have taken credit for, they even forgot to put some of those things there because they got nothing. They're so disorganized, so unstable, to the extent that even some of the areas where they believe that they're good, they never added those things in the speech. No sense of direction, no organization, no proper planning, and I'm not sure whether we have a functioning government yet, because it looks like everybody doing their own thing, and everybody thinking that they can do whatever they want to do to appease the president, because the president himself does not have an agenda, does not have anything to tell them what to do. There's no cohesion, nothing going on. Everybody just doing whatever they want to do and thinking that when I do this, probably that will make the government to look good. So everybody just doing funny stuff. What about the War on Economic Crimes Code? What about the auditing? What about the asset recovery team? So it's like no plan, no direction, nothing, no policy.
Nope.
This is just like a, try and error method to see what sticks. But it's like nothing is holding, sticking to the wall. Everything just, falling apart. Look at the way the asset recovery team is falling apart. Look at the thing what they say they came for, Steve. Wasting close to 2 million of Liberian people tax and Liberian people money just to come and have fun. Joseph Nima Boakai. We told you say that particular thing what they say they're coming for conference, it was for nothing. How many presidents were there? Sitting president from anywhere in Africa? Zero. Uno Joseph Boakai. They don't even know what they were coming for. We told you this was something open to everybody. Anybody could register and go there, whether business or individual or government. But because they wanted Joseph Boakai to come to America, they didn't know how to come. They just wanted to create something. They told the world that they're going to bring 9 people. Some accounts say 36 people. Some say 25 people. But we saw a lot of people here now that were not on the list. That the kind of government you want to have? Lying on small things or not knowing what to do? Also lying that Joseph Boakai is going to go to Atlanta to go and make sure Delta go back to Liberia. Even when Delta used to go to Liberia, Delta never used to fly from Liberia directly to Monrovia. It was always connecting. If you get Delta ticket from anywhere, you take it to New York City before he can go to Liberia. And they stop it. And the information we are hearing, Joseph Boakai never had any kind of fruitful conversation with anybody from data. All we heard is about photo ops and lying to the Liberian people again, that they had some discussion with Delta Airline for something, and there's nothing. So imagine Joseph Boakai bringing all these people in the country, spending close to $2 million United States dollars of the Liberian people money for nothing. For nothing. Then they say we have government. I'm afraid that the first 1 year of Joseph Nima Boakai could be worse than the 6 years of George Weah. I'm afraid it could be.
So, Mr. Kane,
what kind of country is this?
You say you're afraid? You're using the cellular word for scared. Me, I'm scared. Let me say it today. I am scared. I'm scared. Because the people who are supposed to know book, the people who are supposed to know what is right, if they can be like this, think about the people who don't know book. Where we headed? Where we going? Where are we going? Huh.
So, my concern now still is that, what about people who are supposed to know better? But then we look at it, we look at the recruitment, the formation of this government, how the government was created, was established, how the government was funded, who was recruited to serve in what position, what was the process. If you were on the class reloaded, then you are automatically qualified to work in Joseph Boakai government, regardless of your competence or experience. If you are on spoon talk, you are qualified to serve in Joseph Boakai government. Those were the prerequisites to be qualified to Joseph Boakai's government. If you actually donated money to Joseph Boakai during his campaign, you are qualified to serve in the government. If you are friendly with Joseph Boakai's son, automatically you are qualified to be in the government. Or if you are family member or partner to any of the rescue mission people, you are qualified to be the government. Those were the prerequisite, pre-qualification of serving in Joseph Boakai government. So what do you expect, Steve? And you listen to the Minister of Information, my own brother and friend, who said to you on this platform that unlike Ellen Johnson's Sirleaf government, Joseph Boakai government is about making sure they incorporate all the people in the government. For Ellen was about recruiting professionals. So if the appointments are based on who know you, what did you do for the campaign, how much you spent for the campaign, how close you are to Joseph Boakai's family. You think about this, Steve. Normally, if Numale can be, Francis Numale can be Minister of Internal Affairs after disgracefully declaring that he's a former rebel, that he killed people in the country, Joseph Boakai made him Internal Affairs Minister. And we have senators there confirming that. Steve Zago, who was arrested in Masantan, Guinea, for being involved in the trouble war between the Mano and between the Loma and the Madingo people. He was arrested by the Guinean government that he was involved in that fight. They're making the immigration boss for Liberia. They just appointed superintendent in Grand Jida County. Who was removed from his position for lying. He just work as minister, a superintendent for Grand Jida County. Mandela Kopo. Mandela Kopo is a senior advisor. Senior political advisor, that kind of advice she's giving. So listen to Mark Jabate the other day. Mark Jabate said he has recommended 14 people, and they're all being appointed. Not because of the qualification, but because of the fact that they help him campaign for Joseph Boakai. What do you expect? What do you expect? For example, the guy who you guys follow a lot that you call, thank you very much. The guy who came, Joseph Boakai did not see him. Eventually, when Mark Jabate took him, they said, whatever he asked for, he got it. Nothing against that man getting something for his farming. But what about other farmers? You think about this. What about other farmers in Nimba County, in Grand Jida, in Lofa, in Bapulu? What about other farmers? Oh, the only way a farmer can be helped, give them farming material, the qualification for that, you must have been, or you must have openly supported Joseph Nima Boakai. Then you are qualified. People take some of these things for joke, but these are serious matters. Oh, thank you very much, man. You'll do something for the man, for what? What did he do? Because the man said, you support Joseph Boakai, JMB will win. That's it. So the man now, as a farmer, Mama Kability said, the only person that ever worked in that office without asking for a job, that thank you very much, because thank you very much, as for farming materials. He worked out of there with money. With the promise to deliver to him all the farming material he needs. What about other farmers that never supported Joseph Boakai? Are they going to have the same privilege? Joseph Boakai is supposed to be the icon for those people who are farming, because Joseph Boakai worked as director of LPNC, LPRC, Minister of Agriculture, before becoming vice president. So in order to be qualified now as a farmer to get something from Joseph Boakai government, you must have been somebody who supported him, like thank you very much did. Do you think some of these two things are funny? No, they are not. People are not stupid. People pay attention. Why are you awarding that guy something? For what? What did he do to deserve it? If he deserved it, what about other farmers, other Liberians? Even some of those that even voted for Joseph Nima Boakai, majority of them who voted for Joseph Boakai in the rural area, who are farming, what are they getting, Steve? If they are not on camera, they are not on Facebook, they don't have the privilege, the opportunity to be interviewed by some Facebook, group who will know them, who know who they supported. And must you support Joseph Nima Boakai in order to be qualified to be giving farming material in Liberia?
But Mr. Connor, even on a bigger note, I see the concern you're raising, but let me just add this to this before you finish your thought, so I don't forget it. What about Liberians who are farmers that are not even in politics? Who just want to do what is right to promote the image of the country? They
got nothing in Joseph Boakai government.
Joseph Nima Boakai worked. That's part of the beginning of his career. What about them? So does that mean you got to support somebody in order to be assistant or to provide the means for you to be able to do your work? I don't understand. I just don't understand. So even sometimes I joke around my boy, thank you very much, or whatever it is, because I think he's hilarious. But even the fact that not only Joseph Boakai, Yombly, and other people there who name he mentioned will even be doing this in itself is very concerning. Because there are other Liberians who don't support anybody, or there are other Liberians who are sedition. So that means they can benefit?
No.
I don't get it.
So that is very concerning. Our guys on the radio, they went off today because of the lightning, the thunder.
Yeah.
In the country there is disturbing them. And if they continue the show broadcasting, the risk of destroying some of the equipment. So Steve, I don't know how Liberian people are going to be informed about what to do in their country in terms of election. If people are going to be rewarded only for supporting the winner, that means the next election cycle, if you support Sekou, and Sekou wins the election, that means only those who supported Sekou benefit. Then if Sekou belongs to a different party, CDC, that means only CDC will enjoy the Unity Party people now, or everybody else who support the Unity Party, they are less of a Liberian. I don't understand where Joseph Boakai experience fit in this, Rick Monroe. And I'm not even sure whether Joseph Boakai is actually the one doing these things. And unfortunately, those who are helping him do it, they don't know what they are doing. Steve, where do you see this government in the next 1 year?
Well, I see, honestly speaking, just before I will leave the show, because tomorrow definitely we're zooming on this and we'll continue the conversation. But seriously saying, Mr. Kane, I go back to what you said on one of the shows, that this government is unstable. I see you say Human Boakai government. And again, I don't pray for that. But the reality here is I see a lot of honor money. If not possible, I see them destroying themselves and hurting the Liberian people. Because, first of all, there's too much competing agendas here. Everybody got their own agenda. Everybody close to Joseph Human Boakai have their own agenda. They don't trust the other person. All that thing where you see people, they don't trust each other. The level of honor mining. Then on top of it, Joseph Boakai himself is not in control.
Yeah.
It makes it worse. So the level of inconsistency, instability, and chaos, I see too much chaos, Mr. Kane. For those who claim to be educated, who claim to know government, who claim to have been in government with all the experiences, Mr. Kane, like you said that day, I see the government is very unstable, and it's not a good thing. It is not a good thing. The government is unstable.
Yeah.
I think that is very, very that exact description there, the word you used that day, the government is unstable. Normally, we don't use, the word unstable for things like government or other things. We can use on human being to say a government is unstable. And I mean, we got serious problem on our hands. So in the next 1 year, Mr. Kane, I don't see anything, to be very honest. I don't see anything.
Let's take a few calls before we go. I think we have Ibrahim on here. Ibrahim, are you there?
Yes, Seko?
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon, brother.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, Steve. You know, happy Unification Day to you guys, man. And, you know, the topic on the discussion here and the apprehensions and everything that I'm hearing and seeing on the both of your faces, I mean, it's telling. But second, you know, we got to lay the premise, the basis for things. Because the founding father of Liberia, so to speak, they set the day aside for a purpose. And that purpose emanates from the head of the nation. It's incumbent on a leader to unify a citizenry in any form or shape. But I don't think it's the case that we are seeing here currently. There are a couple of things you got to touch on. You are inviting a former president to a function, but this is a former president that you don't even speak to. You have never had a courtesy since you ascended to the leadership to even take a phone to speak to. That's one. Let's put former President Weah aside. What about the lives of people like Mr. Cummings, the Uris, even the Gongolo, or all these other people that was in a bitter electoral fight, so to speak, democratically? Where is the record of the outreach to these people? Because mind you, those people have constituencies that people look up to them. If you engage in these people, it's like you're softening the ground to even talk to those people followers. Oseko, maybe I'm living on another planet, but I don't know the history of that. And President Boakai is the head of the nation. So, I mean, we will sit there, Steve will sit there, you will sit there, we will ponder over things over and over, and we will continue to be in this confusion because the basis have not been set aside for the unifications of the nation. So, for instance, I was talking to somebody today, everybody just angry. You talk to everybody just angry.
Yeah.
Angry for what? Nobody knows. It's disheartening. That's one. And then you talk about Senator Dillon. Senator Dillon, you're talking about you guys sit in a government right now. You had a brother that went in the previous government and he was never maligned, he was never sidelined. But he still worked despite the troubles he had to the point that he was even in court for murder. And yesterday, he was never dismissed from that job. If you cannot even have a government inclusion, I'm not talking about people that supported you during the electoral process, but where's the outreach to the oppositions that did not support you? And then you expect them to be clapping their hands and you're talking about, you say you're forming government of unity? Government unity itself is a cardinal part of the unification cycle, but it's not the case here. And sometimes you and myself are saying it because we're kind of desperate for a job over there,
No.
but we're just trying to figure out the rationale of the whole thing about unity. Okay? So I mean, I know we can sit here and talk about it. We got limited things to talk about on the issue, but those are just some basic observations. And down the line, I know you guys will have your input in it. But see, but those are things that needs to be done, Seko. Take for instance, Seko. What Ellen and George Weah had a bitter electoral fight in 2005. But that did not me get the fact they did not stop Ellen Johnson from reaching out to George Weah. They created a conduit for those kind of conversations. They engaged it. They even softened the disheartening feelings of sedition at that time.
Yeah.
But we're not seeing those things happening right now. I mean, it's hard, but it is the reality, Sekou. And the buck stopped with the president. It's not a crime to be sycophantic, to be singing hallelujah unto the president. He's doing everything right. You don't have to come publicly to state it, but engage your president and say, Mr. President, here are X, Y, Z that needs to be done. Yeah. Let's do it this way, let's do this, so that at least we'll get a smooth ride around. It's not happening, Sekou. Let me not take all your time, man. It's just my input, man. All right?
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man.
So, Steve, I think we got 10 more minutes to go.
Yeah, Mr. Kane, the only thing I want to say is tomorrow we'll delve into this.
Okay. You need to take another call? Somebody calling
Yes,
from...
please. Yes, please.
I think that's Abraham calling from Norway. Hello, Abraham? From one Abraham to another Abraham. From one Abraham from the US to Abraham from Norway. Abraham, how you doing?
I'm trying, Sekou. How you doing too? How you guys doing?
We're doing great. Go ahead.
All right. First of all, I admit I have one or two things on hand. This is why I have now called my man Maybor in Liberia to make my little contribution.
Oh, okay, no problem.
Gave me a pass, so please bear with me, please.
No problem. Go ahead.
So now, as I was listening to you guys, the question was, what do you have on mind with respect to the ills in the society? I listened to all the valid points that you people outlined today, but here is one of the things that my eyes caught today as I was going through Liberia's newspapers. Daily Observer revealed that the lawmakers put 13.2 million in a project for something they call legislative projects. Sometimes when I think about Liberia's problems, I don't even know where we can go to start finding the solution. Because everywhere you go, you find the problem there. After we made noise behind these guys for 30,000, this time now they increase it to 100,000 each. Because when you go to the newspaper, they say each of them is allotted 100,000. So this is what really bothering me. Just last week or week before the last, each of them walk away. I think you guys know that on spoon. Each of them walk away with almost 8,000 for the recall that the resitting that they did when the president called them beside their salaries. Now they put 18.2 million in the budget. Now people, this thing is embarrassing. When even some of the civil servants have not taken pay for 2 months, ordinary policemen, health workers, teachers, all of these people, they are suffering in the country. And we're talking about corruption. But those people who are supposed to be fighting the corruption, they are the one that's spearheading the stealing my people. In my opinion, this stealing is just taking place between the executive and the legislature. This is why on my mind, Sekou, it's bothering me.
Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you. And tomorrow, just because of time, tomorrow we'll consider that as well on our conversation because it was already planned. Mr. Kane, I don't want to get into it because of time, but Mr. Kane, tomorrow's show, the legislature. We don't want to prepare any other legislator. The other legislator say he was going to come on. I hope you can contact him so you can come. Maybe we can ask some of these questions. Chairman Musa Belete also But tomorrow we'll get into that particular portion of it. We'll celebrate the 10%. We'll get into how we got to that 10%, the documents that are provided. Tomorrow, you don't want to miss a show. We'll have these conversations. In as much that they seem difficult, they're very uncomfortable, but that is the thing I love about SKTV. The conversation that people don't want to have, that we don't want to have it. The thing what people don't want to say, that we don't want to get our brother, our sister there, our money, our partner, our own money, our papi there. We the one can discuss the thing. We also discuss to hold accountable when it comes to labor business. Hey, again, you're calling Senator Yombi Kanga Lawrence name. Senator Yombi Kanga Lawrence about Oma. We cool. Family on a family level, but when it comes to labor business, we're clear about it. We're not going to the corner to discuss it. We expect you to do what is right, and we'll hold you accountable. Simple. So tomorrow we'll have the conversation. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah. So I think we should call it a day.
Yeah.
Before we go, I just want to acknowledge our stakeholders. They are coming through for their commitment, and those of you who are yet to actually come through, we encourage you. Today is the 14th. We agree by the 15th. It's very important. So yes, those of you who are stakeholders of SKTV, please do your best. And you know, you got to be reading the chat room. You got to be reading the chat room. We keep updating the chat room every time.
Yes, Mr. Kenneth,
please try to read it.
I just went over a, in a funny way, but I know last night you were dealing with me on a stakeholder business. Tomorrow I'll make an open confession that I feel embarrassed. No, I'm a man who I do wrong, I can say. I feel embarrassed that I've not giving the stakeholder the credit they deserve.
Yeah.
But they are shocking me and they are surprising. And you know the good thing about it is they're not even making noise about it.
No.
When I woke up the morning, I think last night I was about 5. When I woke up the morning, the number has increased.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, but I don't want to praise them too much. We can say that wet chicken when you praise it too much can get it up in the oil. But,
I don't know what that
but they are doing very well. So tomorrow we'll look into the situation. We can bring some of the stakeholders in other news too. We'll see what's going on.
Yeah. I don't know about that one, but we're here. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, but I want to say thank you to everybody for.
Yeah, I will see you later.
Yeah.
Right after I'm done with this stuff, I come into the house.
All right,
folks. Yeah, thank you. I gotta go.
My people, yeah, thank you so much. We appreciate your time. We appreciate the support, and we are working so diligently to make sure you get the best information, you get the news that you deserve. Yeah, but at least we've been here for almost 2 hours now. So we got to call it a day. Thank you so much. God bless you, and we'll see you tomorrow. You know we love you all. All of you.